Hello there, welcome back to part 3. If this is the first time you've come, there's previous 2 videos to show you from the start. Basically it's regarding to making this week by week table. So we've got the Premier League games in week number order, and it's all set up into Power Query to show you what they've played, and it accumulates all the different points week by week. So you can basically pull in results and it'll give you a week numbered league table with that. The reason why is basically interesting if you want to try and do something where you can bring in league positions rather than teams, but also just to get an idea of Excel and the various functions. If you're new to Excel, give it a go. If you've done Excel before, great. Like I say, I'm no expert. You probably know more than me, but I just thought I'd share this that I've managed to do. Okay, if you like what you see, subscribe. And click like. Well, click like if you like, and if you want to get more information, click subscribe. So here we go. We're going to go back into where we were at before, just number 2, book 2 here, and I'm going to click on table, and that'll bring us straight into Power Query. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put these games into week order. So once they're into week order, then it can start topping up, adding up the points. So when you're doing this, one of the most important things you need to do first of all is to get everything into order. So we need to sort the rows. So the data needs to be ascending, and also we need to get the matching ascending, and we'll do the same for the teams too. That should sort itself out. That's great. Now that we've done that, we need to go to transform, and we're going to click group by, and we've already got team selected. Now we tap advanced, tap our group, and we'll just have division, and just tap count, select to count all rows, and click OK. And then down here on our applied steps, you can tap on the cog, and we're just then going to remove division. Tap delete, click OK, and then go to add column, custom column. And we're just going to put the following in. So you put this is a table add index column, which is there. Brackets. Just select count, and then inverted commas, and we'll just put in week number. That should be fine. Okay, comma 1. Whoops, 1. Comma 1, close brackets. Okay. The reason why we do 1, comma 1 is it'll then go from 1 to 20 for the 20 teams. If we put 0, 1, it would start from 0 and go to 19, which we don't want. Okay, so we just tap OK. And then all we need to do now is this column here that's highlighted, just keep it highlighted, right click on it, remove the columns, and it'll just shift those out of the way because they're already incorporated in this one. The stuff on the left's normally already incorporated, so we can delete stuff on the right's what we always need to keep. Okay, we'll get rid of this little tick box at the bottom, use original column as prefix. Okay, and then click OK. And then hopefully what it's done is, yeah, here we go. So let's took all of Arsenal's games first of all, and if you look at the date, it's all ascending from the 13th all the way through, yeah. And if you look here, it's put as a week number with that. So it's got all the 1 to 38 games of Arsenal's, and then it'll do the same for the next team. Okay. So therefore now we've got the teams in week order. So the next thing we need to do is we need to create our custom function. To create our custom function, we really want to get these into kind of like a league table order with that. So what we need to do first of all is put the week number in ascending order. So it'll start from week 1. And what it'll do now is if you look at the teams, all your teams are unique with that for week 1, and then it's then the same for week 2. So we've done the week number. Then as far as the league goes, the next most important thing is points. So we're going to alter the points in descending order. So it's going to keep the week numbers are always going to stay the same. They're not going to move. And then, but if you look here, it's then put the points in order. So it'll move the teams into order where they've got the most points. And then we're going to do it goals for descending. So whoever scored the most goals, which there is 5, and then goals against, you want that ascending, the ones that had the least goals scored against them. So if we looked at week 1 by this, it's saying the top team is Manchester United, because they scored 5 and only conceded 1. And then next it must be West Ham, because they won, they scored 4, conceded 2. So obviously they scored 4 goals. And if you look here, that's exactly what we've got. West Ham, Man United. So Man United, they scored 5, let 1 in. West Ham scored 4, let 2 in. Both got 3 points. And then like I say, it's done the same things for week 2, etc. with that. Okay, now the final part we need to do is we need to go to transform group by. This is getting everything prepared for the custom function part, and we just need to tap week number there and just count all rows. Okay. Okay, that's it, we're set with that. So, actually, correction, I've got that wrong. So what you can do is if we go into group rows at the bottom here, just tap the wheel icon. It should have been team, but we should have done it by, not the week. So we tap that, and just click OK. And then just change it, and that's it. Mistakes are always great because you can always learn how to put them right. And obviously in situations like this is what we're able to do without having to panic. So here we go, we've got our 20 teams, we've got our table there. And that's all sorted now. So now we need to create our custom function. So just click where it says table, click on it, right click, and just duplicate it. Yeah. Now it says table 2. Now go over this side properties, we'll just give it a different name. We'll call it FX cumulative. But that's what I'm going to call it. So tap that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose a team. So we're going to choose Manchester United. And I'm just going to tap on table. And that should bring in Manchester United's all their games with that. It's all in the week number order. Okay. So now what we need to do is, what this custom function is going to do, it's going to add up, well, say we do the points played first. It's going to add up every game played week by week. Then we're going to do the same with wins. It'll add it up week by week. The same with the draws and the losses, etc. all the way through. And that's what this custom function is going to do. It's going to tot everything up week by week. So what we're going to do is, to do this, we're going to go to add column, custom column, and as in the league table, we put a P for played. I'll put it in a capital. Okay, and then I'm going to type in list.sum, which is there. Careful, because it always does this. It duplicates the first 4 you put in. Bracket list dot range, which is there. Done the same again, notice. Okay. Then what you do is you put a hashtag and inverted commas. And in the inverted commas, oh, actually, I have made a mistake. There's something I didn't do. Okay, cancel. What we're going to do is we're going to create an index for it. Just should have done. So if we tap here, from 1, because remember what I was talking before about from 0 and from 1, we want it to start from 1, and it's going to index the games. I know it's the same as the week number, but I'm going to put it as index just instead with that. So add column, custom column. Now we're able to do it. So capital letter P. Okay, and we'll go back to that list.sum. List.sum. Okay. Brackets, list.range. 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 Again, it does that. Probably just made them. They've been obviously why. Okay. List.range. Hashtag. Open brackets. So this is what we do. We see down here in the bottom corner, added index, that you've always got to put the last step applied in this box. So added index. Okay, make sure you got right capitals and lowercase, etc. Added index, and then what you do is it's the next thing you put in is what you wanted to add up. So it's the point it's played, which is PLY. We put for played. Then comma 0 comma, and then it's always index. Okay, and then just basically close that up with that. I've done something wrong. Add an index. Yeah, I haven't put where the hashtag is. Should have put another bracket. There, that's it. So list.sum, bracket list.range, up bracket, hashtag, and inverted commas, your last instruction, added index, whichever one you want it to tot up, which is play, and then comma 0 comma, and then index. It always ends with it. It always ends with this 0 comma index at the end of it. So tap that, and then it's added them up. So you got played, and then it's just totted them all up there with that. Okay. So next we're going to do with the wins. So again, just add column, custom column. I'm going to fill this in now. So just start putting this in. So list.sum, list.range. Now if you look down here, it's now added custom 8 as the last instruction. So I'm going to put that in. Added custom 8, and there's no space there. Okay, and then we wanted to do the wins because we're doing this for wins. So just immediately tap that, comma, 0 comma, index. Okay. Okay, and we tap that, and that's going to do the same for Manchester United's wins. So they must have won the first game, then they must have won the next one, but they won the third game. If you look at here where you backtrack, so they won, they drew, they won, and they won again, and that's totting them up. So that's why we always have those results there, the match ones there to compare against. So I've done it for win, and now we're going to do it for the draw. What we can do, just to make it easier, if we go into our last one we did, tap on the cog, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. Just say here. I'm going to copy all that. Okay. And then I'll just click OK there. So all it is now when I go to add column, custom column. I can just right click on it. So we said we're going to do the draw. D, paste. Right. So, and all I'm going to do is there where it says add a custom 8, it's now custom 9. So I'm just going to change that to a 9. And then instead of the win, it's the draw. So I'm just going to, that's it. Now if you tap that, it just saves time. That's all, more than anything else. Okay, so Manchester United must have drawn the second game and didn't have another draw till week 7. So if we go across, Manchester United, yeah, draw 2, and then week 7, yeah. So we know that's adding it up correctly. Okay, so we've done the draw. Now we're going to do the loss like that. So there we go. So we're changing now custom 10 in the bottom corner, and that's gone to loss. So Manchester United mustn't have lost their first game till week 6. So we got that score there. They should have lost. Manchester United, yes, they lost 1-0 last night. Okay, so we got played, won, drawn, lost. So next it's goals 4. So I'll stop there. So goals 4, add column, custom column. So put an F for 4. List.sum, list.range. Now it's custom 11 because that's what we've got down here. And then we've selected goals 4. Using one with the index, it's going to top that up. Okay, so it looks like Man United scored 5 goals on the first game. Then they've scored 1 and 1 because it's going to top them up. So we go to our results and just check it. Manchester United scored 5, they scored 1, they scored 1, they scored 4. So yeah, that's looking right. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. And then we're going to do the same for goals against. Add column, custom column. Okay, so can change it custom 12 like we've got down here in this part, and then we've selected goals against. If we tap that, so if you look at Manchester United, they must have conceded 1 in the first game, and then 1 in the next game, and then none in the next one. So if we go over, they conceded 1, didn't concede any. So that's spot on. Okay. And next, I think it's goal difference. So for goal difference, we just go to add column, custom column, and just put GD. And all it is, it's simply go all the way at the bottom, your goals for, minus your goals against. And just click OK. And then it'll just, so there you go. So goals for, they scored 1, they let 4 in. Sorry, goal difference. So there they scored 5, they let 1 in, so that was 4. And then week 2, it's still 4 because it's just basically it's a rolling figure of that basically with that. Okay. Now the next bit we've got to be really careful of because we don't want to mess it up, otherwise it'll make all the hard work go to pot. So this is where you've got to be very careful. So click on View up here, click on Advanced Editor. Okay, actually before we do that, I'm just going to close it and I'm just going to check I've got everything, because I think I've done goal difference but I haven't done the points. Yeah, so better make sure you do the points first. So I'll do that. Column, custom column. That's why you should always check everything as you're working along. So I'll just okay. So again, list.sum added. So last one was custom 14. Put the points there. Index. So if we just scroll down there, I think that's going to be everything then. Click OK. And then hopefully we've got the points there as well. So yeah, so they've won, then they've drawn. So yeah, 3 points there, and they must have won again. Yeah, I went to 2 wins. So that's there. And what I'm going to do is just going to change this to points. Just do that. Okay. Now I'm just going to check my league to make sure I've missed nothing out. So we've done played, we've done won, we've got drawn, we've got lost. 4 against, goal different points. Then we just need side position. So what I'm going to do is got the points there, goal difference there. Been drawn, lost, 4 against. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. So now we're ready to do the big one. So click view, go to advanced editor, and this is basically all these applied steps. That's all this in this code here with that. So what we need to do is we're only interested in what we've put in this copy table here, this FX cumulative. So we need to pick it up from when we did the index column, which is here for Manchester United. And then if you look here, we did all this dot sum functions, etc. Yeah. So what you need to do is from here. Whoops. Try again. Go. So take it all the way up to here. Yeah. And then click backspace. Click backspace. And then I'm just going to click backspace again. And then where let is, just put your cursor behind let. Hit enter twice. And in brackets, put my table. My table equals. Yeah, so put a space and then the equals greater than. And then where it says Man United, there, you're going to change that to my table without the brackets. PLE. And now you should have created a custom function. There we go. So now we'll create the custom function. We need to go to table. We need to go to add column. We need to invoke custom function. So I'm going to call it my data 2. My data 2. Function query, FX cumulative. And then here you just select count. Click OK. Okay. Right click on that one, remove the other columns. And then if we open this up now, what we're going to do is we're only going to select the stuff for the league table. So we're going to unselect that. We're going to keep the division for the Premier League. We've got to keep the team so we know who they are. And then basically we need to have the week number. And then we're going to go for played, won, drawn, lost, 4, against, goal difference, points. I'm going to select that. If you make a mistake, don't worry, you can go back in by selecting this and then just reselecting. I'll tap cancel there. So we've got Premier League, we've got Manchester United, we've got the week number. I'm going to move the week number across. I'll move the week number across to the, oops. I'll leave that for the moment, to be honest. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Yeah, so we've got the points, the goal difference, etc. Okay. Actually, I think here is a good time to end this one to go into part 4. So we just go to home, go to close and load. It's just going to bring it all back in again. But what you'll find is now it's totted everything up week by week. Just give it a chance to sort itself out. Here we go. Yeah, so you got week numbers there for Manchester United. Like I say, we'll go into the next one. If you like what you see, click like. Otherwise, click subscribe if you want more. And also, like I say, if you've just seen this one, you want to see the previous, just have a look at the others. Like I say, we're going to part 4 next. Obviously, don't forget to click save if you want to save this so you don't lose the data. And like I say, I'll see you in part 4.